Once upon a time, long before the peaceful rule of Celestia, and before ponies discovered our beautiful land of Equestria, ponies did not know harmony. It was a strange and dark time, a time when ponies were torn apart by hatred. I know, can you believe it? During this frightful age, each of the three tribes, the Pegasi, the Unicorns, and the Earth Ponies, cared not for what befell the other tribes, but only for their own welfare. In those troubled times, as now, the Pegasi were the stewards of the weather. But they demanded something in return, food that could only be grown by the Earth Ponies. The Unicorns demanded the same, in return for magically bringing forth day and night. And so mistrust between the tribes festered, until one fateful day it came to a boil. And what prompted the ponies to clash? 'Twas a mysterious blizzard that overtook the land.
Good morning, every pony. This week is focusing on the 7 stages of bronyhood that I made up. If you hear any scratching about, that is my dog, Angel. She just walked out the door. So, the pony of the week. There is no pony of the week because this is a flashback episode of the week. So, if you will, let us get started with the 7 stages. Fun fact, bronies are adult fans of My Little Pony, but you can still be a brony if you aren't above like 16 years old. It's a community formed from a fascinating and diverse group of people full of creativity and passion. That was my mother. Sorry, guys. Alright. Stage -1. The Tyrek Zone. In this stage, you actively dislike My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. You might even go out of your way to make fun of those who enjoy it. This phase is marked by negativity and resistance to the show's charm. So here's what typically happens. As we mentioned, active dislike. You have a strong aversion to My Little Pony and might mock or criticize those who watched it. You might participate in teasing or pranks related to the show. You might also be involved in anti-brony subreddit. You might also join others who share your disdain, forming a sort of anti-fandom. Oh my gosh, I hate these guys. You probably haven't watched many episodes, if not any episodes. Your opinion is formed more from preconceptions and external influences rather than personal experience. The length of this stage can vary widely. It can be prevented or even skipped entirely. It might just last a few weeks or days, while for others it could last months or even years. It all depends on what triggers your curiosity and allows you to give the show a actual fucking chance for once. Level 0. Never coming back. You don't like the show, but you won't mess with the brony community. If they like it, they like it. It's not just for me, and that's fine. I'd put myself at level 3. Like, I'm not level 0, I'm just saying what I said. Welcome to Level Rainbow Dash. At this stage, you've come to a place of neutrality. You don't have any particular fondness for My Little Pony, but you've moved past active dislike. You recognize the show might not be your cup of tea, but it's perfectly fine for others to enjoy it. Everyone has their own tastes and preferences, and that's totally okay, you would think. You no longer participate in the pranks or teasing related to the brony community. You live and let live. You coexist peacefully with fans of the show. You guys can get along together if you were put together. Even if you don't like the show, you can still be friends with a brony who does like the show. Level Rainbow Dash is not about how much you like the show, but more about how you guys are accepting and respecting. Level 1 is the fine, what is this all about type level. Welcome to level rarity. At this stage, curiosity gets the better of you, and you decide to give My Little Pony a closer look. You're not convinced yet, but you're willing to see what all the fuss is about. After hearing so much about it, you decide to watch an episode or two. You approach the show with an open mind, ready to explore the themes and characters. And you start forming your first actual opinions about the show. Level 1 always is like a short form level. It depends on whether you increase in its like or decrease in its like. So it lasts a few hours, maybe a few days, or weeks, or even months. And in extreme cases, it does take years. But you're never going to stay on it forever. Level 2 is the I feel funny, like I'm actually starting to like something. Yeah, you heard my voice. Welcome to level Fluttershy. At this stage, you start to notice a subtle shift in your feelings towards My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. You start to feel a bit hesitant, but there's a growing sense that you might actually enjoy the show. You watched at least the season 1 premiere and found yourself intrigued. There's something about the characters or the story that's catching your eye. While you're still a bit skeptical, you can't deny the tiny spark of enjoyment that's beginning to form. You're not ready to openly admit your interest yet. You might keep it to yourself for now, testing the waters to see if this newfound liking will grow. In level Fluttershy, you cautiously explore the magic of Equestria. The journey has just begun, and there's a lot more to discover. I feel like I should explore is the sound of level Twilight Sparkle. At this stage, your curiosity has turned into a genuine interest in discovering more about Friendship is Magic. You're ready to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy into the world of Equestria and see what it has to offer. You've watched several episodes, even the entire season. You're starting to explore the series more thoroughly. You're curious about the characters, story arcs, and deeper themes the show presents. Your initial skepticism is fading, and you find yourself looking forward to watching more episodes. You might start seeking out fan content such as fan art, fan fiction, or community discussions. You might even write them yourself to further immerse yourself in the MLP universe. In level Twilight Sparkle, you're embracing the magic of friendship and the adventures of Equestria with open arms. The journey is becoming more excited and you're eager to learn and experience more. And you know you're on level 3 when you're on Equestria Daily once or twice a month. I get on Equestria Daily like once a month. I sporadically watch some episodes. The next stage, let's get involved. That's the sound of level 4. Welcome to level Applejack. This stage is about rolling up your sleeves and becoming an active part of the Brony community. You moved on from passive interest to full-on participation. You're engaging with the Brony community more frequently and more aggressively. In a good way, aggressive. Whether through forums, fan clubs, or social media groups. You might start creating your own fan content, such as fan art, fan fiction, or even videos. You're contributing to the vibrant My Little Pony fandom. You're no longer shy about your interest in My Little Pony. You openly discuss the show with friends, share your favorite episodes, and maybe even encourage others to give it a try. In level Applejack, you're embracing the values of honesty, hard work, and community, just like Applejack herself. You're a proud and active member of the Brony world. Level 4, Signs of It, is the first time you step 1 inch inside a My Little Pony convention. Attending an MLP convention for the first time is a significant milestone at level 4. It marks the transition into level 4. It's a clear sign that you're not just a casual fan anymore. You're actively participating and celebrating your love with the show for fellow enthusiasts. You've watched all of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic by now. You create content about it, and now you're devoted to the subreddit My Little Pony. The subreddit. Some shit goes on that I can't even explain. You've not only watched all episodes of MLP, you're creating content inspired by it. And actively participating in the Brony community, such as being a dedicated member of that subreddit on Reddit. Okay, now let's move on to the next stage. Every day is Pony Day. It's the sound of level Pinkie Pie. At the stage, the magic of My Little Pony is a daily part of your life. You're living and breathing and eating, maybe not eating, the show's messages of friendship, joy, and kindness. Your love for MLP knows no bounds, and it shows in everything you do. You're constantly spreading the magic of friendship. You're an integral part of the Brony community, participating in events, conventions, and discussions with unwavering enthusiasm. Your contributions to the fandom are consistent and impactful, whether through art, stories, or organizing activities. You're a source of inspiration and a joy for fellow fans. You maintain a healthy balance, ensuring your love for MLP enhances your life without overwhelming it. Every day truly is Pony Day in level Pinkie Pie. There are unhealthy stages. Stepping into stage 6 is fucking dangerous. It's when it fucking turns fucking obsessive. And if you don't want to hear that, skip to the following timestamp. Don't let that love in level Pinkie Pie become an obsession. The show dominates your thoughts and daily activities to an extent that it interferes with your responsibilities, relationships, and well-being. You might withdraw from friends and family who don't share your level of enthusiasm, leading to social isolation. You neglect your basic self-care as all focus shifts to the show and related activities. The show becomes the primary source of emotional fulfillment, which creates unhealthy dependencies, and you cannot leave the show. The show became your prison. It's crucial to maintain a healthy balance. Be healthy. People could die from deep, dark love of My Little Pony. Learn to take breaks. How can people die from this obsession? Since they dedicate everything to My Little Pony, they won't give two shits about their hygiene, which is a melting pot for getting sick. On top of that, they're not fucking eating and drinking. Bruh. Someone is so aggressed in their obsession, they may neglect basic hygiene practices like showering or bathing, at the least, brushing teeth, washing hands. This can lead to infection, skin problems, and a general decline in health. Now, poor nutrition. If someone is so focused on their obsession they forget to eat or drink, it can lead to severe malnutrition and dehydration. This can cause weakness, dizziness, and even organ failure over time that leads to death. Obsessively consuming content or engaging in related activities can lead to sleep deprivation. That much love can lead to insomnia, as you will not want to go to sleep. This leads to fatigue, impaired cognitive function, and a weakened immune system, and a slow brain processing, meaning you'd be that 2 plus 2 equals 5 guy. You might withdraw from friends and family because they don't like MLP and the same level as you. It can cause loneliness or a lack of support. Social isolation is linked to mental health issues, including those which can make people criminals, like murderers or kidnappers or robbers. In that note, this dark, unhealthy side of the fandom can cause you to go to prison. It can also lead to these health issues such as anxiety and depressions. A sedentary lifestyle is often associated with excessive screen time and a lack of physical activity, and it can lead to obesity, cardiovascular problems, and other health issues. Depression, infection, starvation, and dehydration. Loving too much about shows about 6 colorful ponies who teach us about friendship can actually be fatal. Please don't go beyond the maximum. I'm at level 3, and I'm happy being me. So, I hope you learned a lot from everything that I've talked about. So, let's quote them. Level -1. Nah, not my thing. Level Rainbow Dash. It's not for me, but if others like it, it's fine. At -1, you watch 0 episodes. You watched about 2, 3, 4 episodes at level 0. Level 1, you've watched 5 to 10. Level 2 is like 10 to 20. Level 3 is like 20 to 40. I've gone beyond 40. Level 4 is like half the seasons. Level 5 is all of them. And even the Equestria Girls spin-offs. And level 6. You can't think about anything else. Beyond episodes. And constant rewatching. Like, bruh, this is your 76th annual rerun on MLP. Is there something going on? Alright, that's gonna be it for this time. Next week and every week will be a different thing. So, keep coming here, and we hope to see you next time.
So it was decided that a grand summit would be held to figure out a way to cope with the blizzard. Each tribe sent their leaders. Daughter of the Unicorn King, Princess Platinum. Ruler of the Pegasus, Commander Hurricane. And lastly, leader of the Earth Ponies, Chancellor Puddinghead. Perhaps the three tribes could finally settle their differences and agree on a way to get through this disaster.